Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SNT Warpath pre-show. I'm your host, Angus Critiques, and as always, here's my co-host and general manager of Saturday Night Thunder, Bert Chapman. You excited for tonight, Bert? Well, of course I am, Angus. I am pumped up. I mean, I'll be more pumped up when it's the actual full pay-per-view, but we still got a couple of great matches here today. That's right, Bert. We have the first ever women's tag team match here in SNT. And that'll be coming up right about... Okay, I guess we're going to hear from these guys first. Douglas Bacon and Walter the Weenie, better known as the Meat Wave. They lost last week against Ninja Sex Party, losing their title shot here at Warpath. But apparently that's not stopping them from coming down to the ring. What do these guys want? They already lost. They have no place being here until the Rumble. No, Angus, let's give them their say. I'm sure whatever Douglas has to say will be wonderful and inspirational and probably pretentious. I don't think there's anything probably about it, Bert.
Miami, Florida. I am proud to announce that the Meat Wave has arrived. You are very welcome. My colleague Walter and I were discussing some business matters backstage before making our grand entrance tonight. How are we to address our shameful defeat last week at the hands of the utterly deplorable Ninja Sex Party? Walter has assured me that he feels most dishonored about this most dreadful blunder. He has offered his most sincerest apologies to me, and being the generous, animal-loving stallion of a man that I am, I accepted his words and forgave my comrade because we are brothers in this war on meat. Without further ado, I would like to treat the fine people of Miami, well, the half-decent people of Miami, to a reading from my little black book of secrets. I present to you now The Triumph of a Second Chance, a poem by Douglas Bacon. Walter, music please. We have not yet lost, for we are winners in the only place that matters, in our minds and in our souls. We've won every match, we've reached every goal. The real losers are those we have faced on this canvas of a battlefield. They have no honor, their integrity lost as they cheat their way to the top. We stand tall against them. We join our hands together, for we are the Meat Wave. Cheating is not in our vocabulary. Oh, go to hell, you uncultured Philistines! I swear an artist is never truly appreciated in his time. Very well. Perhaps my words were simply too deep and meaningful for you Neanderthals to comprehend. How about a simple, dumb limerick for you ignoramuses?
It's pronounced limerick, you jerk.
The crowd in Miami's a bore. I bet they can't even count to 4. They can barely behave, and most likely do not bathe. So you can all feed me more.
Oh, and things just went very south for the Meat Wave. The big guy Ryback is here, and it's feeding time. And what better to feed on than, well, meat? And there's a whole wave of it. It's like Clyde with a chance of meatballs in here. I did say I had something planned for Meat Wave on the pre-show, and this is it, a 2-on-1 handicap match against Ryback. Meat Wave has the numbers game over Ryback, but he's about the size of 2 people anyway. Probably like 4 Walters. Well, we are scheduled to have the women's tag match right now, but why not? Let's move things up a bit. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm up for seeing Walter get eaten alive by Ryback. And of course, Douglas on the outside, letting Walter start off this battle. And Ryback immediately going for the skull. Just demolishing that poor man. When you get in the ring with Ryback, you know something bad's gonna happen. I don't think they intended Ryback to come out here. And Walter in there taking the beating that Douglas is responsible for. Yeah, but Walter's still learning. He's got to tough him up. Builds character, you know. He's got a reversal off on Ryback. That's pretty good. I don't think it's going to last too long there, Bert. Irish whip. Ryback dropping down. Big boot to the chest. Ryback's foot is about the size of Walter's entire body. He's gone for the splash into the pin. This could be over instantaneously. Not quite, Angus. Walter does have some semblance of skill, and he kicks out of it. I suppose Douglas's training has been paying off. Walter with the DDT on the big guy. And the weenie shuffling back to the corner. Time to tag his mentor in. Or maybe not. Walter. Oh, maybe you should have tagged him in, buddy. Another Irish whip. And another big boot. Caving in the chest of the weenie. Walter's still fighting to get back on his feet. Ryback hurling him across the ring like a sack of spuds. I think that's more of a sack of hot dogs or something. And in the corner, setting up for the meat hook clothesline. No chance to react. Throwing Walter right into the center of the ring. Ryback going for the pin once again. Douglas breaking it up. Ooh boy, Bacon, you just made one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Ryback getting Walter back to his feet. He's setting up for the Irish whip. Sending Walter into his mentor. And Walter goes flying. Douglas able to get out of the way. And Douglas has got some strong words here for Ryback. You should really stop with the talking so much. Suplex into the ring for Douglas Big Hand Bacon. Walter's still the legal man, now being counted out, getting his little weenie butt back in there. Meat hook clothesline once again. Ryback's got a buy one, get one free sale on clotheslines. It's like a Payless shoe sale or something. This joke has failed miserably. We're going to go for it again, a third boot. Walter's chest has got to be dust by now. So we don't witness a murder on live TV, you should probably tag Douglas in, Walter. But there's the fighting spirit of the weenie coming out. He's got that energy flowing through his veins, and he gets Ryback into the corner. And slamming it into the turnbuckle. And Walter finally makes a smart move, sucking Douglas in. And the Midway's got a little bit of poetry for Ryback here, slamming his head onto the mat. Douglas going for the pin. Not even a 1 count. Ryback does not go down that easily. And Ryback being picked up, slammed by Douglas. It's really, in the situations like this, it's very easy to tell that Douglas has actually been trained, unlike the weenie. Russian leg sweep. Ryback is still better than either one of these men. Looks like Walter finally may have been recovered a little on the outside. Looks like he might be able to actually breathe now. I don't think it's going to matter anymore, Bert. Ryback's going for it. It's set up, stomping around the ring. Shell-shocked! Shell-shock onto Douglas. Now stomp to the chest for good measure, and Walter's been knocked down. Ryback going for the pin. This could be it for the Meat Wave. And that's all she wrote. The big guy picks up the win. A massive display of dominance by Ryback here tonight. The Meat Wave never stood a chance. All this started due to Douglas reading his poetry. Ryback got a little annoyed about it and came down to teach him a lesson. Hopefully that got the message through to Douglas to not read poetry in a wrestling ring. It will not go over well. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me after losing to Ryback that Douglas still hasn't gotten the message through to keep his mouth shut. I have to say though, Walter the Weenie has been improving. He's showing signs of actually knowing how to wrestle now. We'll see how long the partnership of the Meat Wave lasts, Angus. I have a feeling one of them is going to get annoyed at either losing or getting the crap beat out of them. Or both. Very distinct possibility. Feeding time's over, folks. Ryback is victorious. Now it's time for the next match of our pre-show. We are back at the SNT Warpath pre-show, and it is time for our women's tag team matchup. Make your way to the ring right now, the first ever SNT Women's Champion, Yang Xiaolong. You don't know how long it's been since we've seen her in the ring. I thought my jokes were bad. Last time we saw Yang was at our first pay-per-view, SNT Lightning, when she lost her title to Caitlin Rose. For this matchup, we've got Yang Xiaolong and Maelstrom against Kitty Garcia and Living Dead Girl. These four women, all extremely talented, extremely powerful, and quite hot. Literally. I think my eyebrows got singed. Bert, you're fine. You're not the ones in a ring surrounded by fire right now. Fair point. Next out, we've got Maelstrom. She competed in a match last week against Caitlin Rose for a shot at Roxanne Oxley's title. She lost there, but she is still able to get on Warpath. And as Maelstrom makes her way to the ring, we would like to thank Fun Gone Wrong for their song Warpath, the official song of, well, Warpath. Their self-titled debut album is now available on iTunes and Amazon. And check them out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks, fellas. Love the song. And we've got our first team out here, hailing from Beacon and Sweden. Let's see what the other opponents have in store for them. Kitty Garcia making her way to the ring right now. Kitty's been in SNT since day one. She, in fact, actually lost the very first title match in SNT to Yang Xiaolong, who then became the Women's Champion. Kitty's had her eye on that belt for quite a while, but it's still been unobtainable to her. Both Yang and Maelstrom have had one-on-one matches with Kitty before, but neither of them have actually faced Living Dead Girl. That changes tonight, Angus. The Olympic luchador is here. She actually won that medal in diving for Mexico in the 2012 Olympics. And she has made her way to the squared circle to take on the competition and walk out with even more gold. Well, I think the women's belt's actually silver, so it'll be a step down for her. You know what I mean, Bert. Don't be a smartass with me. I can't help it, Angus. It's in my blood. My father before me was a smartass, and his father before him was a smartass. Either way, Living Dead Girl, our final member in this contest, is making her way to the ring to join up with Kitty. Kitty has gone on record backstage saying she didn't actually really want to team up with Living Dead Girl. She finds LTG's attitude far too dark and depressing. She says she should lighten up a little bit. I think Kitty would much rather be teaming up with Yang or Maelstrom in this situation. She actually went on record saying she wouldn't mind teaming up with Caitlin Rose at one point. So it actually looks like she's having fun in the ring. Living Dead Girl takes this very seriously. I think she's just going through a phase, Angus. It's not a phase, Bert. You need to learn. Right off the bat, Maelstrom getting into this fight. We are underway. Kitty slamming her down. Maelstrom weighs only about 90 pounds. She's very lightweight. Not going to be too hard to throw her around like that. And already Kitty locking in the bridging submission. Wrenching at the legs and the neck. A submission this early isn't going to make her tap, but it can certainly wear her out. Might as well start working it right now, Angus. I mean, we got all night. Well, we got until the main show starts. Fair point. And Kitty going for a suplex. Maelstrom landing hard on her knees. Maelstrom with a reverse elbow. Garcia taking hits to the face. And the flurry of kicks. Maelstrom is taking control. Garcia is down, back to her feet. And Maelstrom reversing once again. These two technicians are going at it hardcore. A kick right to the side of the head. A roundhouse kick. Taking Kitty out. Maelstrom to the top rope. Frog splash! Halfway across the ring. Garcia begrudgingly getting back to her feet. Reversing the Irish whip. And once again going for another suplex. It's not hard to suplex a 100-pound woman there, Bert. Maelstrom getting out of the ring. Living Dead Girl being tagged into this action. Maelstrom continuing going for it. Irish whip. Super kick. And it is time to swap out. The juggernaut Yang Xiaolong has entered the fray. Irish whip again over the top rope. Yang going on the outside. Living Dead Girl following her out. And don't forget, folks, join us in 1 week's time on October 22nd for the full Warpath show. And this fight's continuing on the outside of the ring. Yang now taking control. Lifting Living Dead Girl up right by the waist. She's going for a gut-wrench powerbomb onto the outside. That is going to hurt your back quite a bit. And into the ring apron, catching the stairs as she goes down. I think Yang's going to get this match back. Oh, okay, maybe she's not going back inside yet. Well, she's certainly going back inside, but Living Dead Girl's going to stay out there for a bit because she's got thrown into some steel steps. Always sounds pretty fun. LDG's got the hair. Maelstrom coming in! Springboard crossbody to assist her partner. And dropping her on the floor. Yang's got her back up. And these two are scrapping on the outside. I don't think they got the whole tag team coordination thing down yet. Yang looking visibly upset. But she's back in control. This match continues. An elbow to the stomach. Living Dead Girl getting tossed around. Yang with the flurry of punches. Living Dead Girl reversing it once again. And some chops and hits. Living Dead Girl has Yang up. She's looking like she's going to go for a power bomb. Face first. Reverse onto the mat. Living Dead Girl a kick to the back. And I think LDG, yep. Kitty Garcia is coming back for more. She is into this fight against Yang. They have not fought since the first episode of Saturday Night Thunder. Might be some animosity here. Yang dropping the luchador on her back. Is it luchador? Is it still female or is it luchadora? I don't know. I'm just going to go with Kitty. It works for me. Yang looking for the Irish whip once again. Kitty reversing it. Yang going on the outside. And the stare down begins. Yang gets knocked down on her back. Garcia and Maelstrom having to stare down on the apron. And Maelstrom with a hot shot off the rope. Right to the throat. Yang Xiaolong's getting a chance to come back in. Garcia struggling to get back to her feet after that. Yang Xiaolong Irish whip into the corner. Missing her opportunity there. Big punch! The opportunity has struck again. Yang going into the middle of the ring, dragging Kitty with her. Xiaolong going for the pin on Garcia. It is not enough. Kitty kicks out. Yang getting more and more annoyed with this situation. She wants this to be a quick, concise victory. And Yang's got Kitty up. F5! That's the move that won her the championship. Once again, going for the cover. Living Dead Girl breaks up the pin. And Maelstrom off the top. Senton taking out Kitty. I think she was aiming for Living Dead Girl. Living Dead Girl is out of the equation once again. But Kitty is fired up, unable to get the pin on her. Maelstrom's being ejected from the ring by the referee. It's all kicked off here. Spine buster from Garcia. Xiaolong scurrying into the corner, trying to get away from that devastating maneuver. Garcia getting Yang up again. Alley-oop bomb. Maelstrom still trying to get into this fight, but the ref is hot on her tracks saying, "Get the hell out of my ring." Kitty Garcia taking her load off. Living Dead Girl back in the fight. Into the corner with Yi Yang. LDG going to the opposite corner now. Drop kick into the chest of Xiaolong. And a cannonball sent onto boot. Maelstrom can only watch helplessly from the sidelines as her partner gets the crap kicked out of her. And another Irish whip. Missing the drop kick that time. Giving Yang a chance to recover and get into this fight. And she's going for another suplex. Living Dead Girl all the way to the other side of the ring. Yang is getting fired up. She's not tagging out just yet. You gotta wait your turn, Maelstrom. It might be time for the tag in. And there it is. Maelstrom is coming into this fight. Off the top rope. That's some teamwork right there. Maelstrom going for the pin. This could be it. Oh, Kitty breaking it up. All four women in the ring, going after each other's throats. I think Yang was attempting to go after Garcia, but she's decided to get out of this ring before she disqualifies herself and gives the win to her opponents. Living Dead Girl in control. Punch to the face, following up with a big elbow. And just like Kitty, another spine buster. Maelstrom getting away to the corner. Come on, Yang, tag her in. Yang, she needs you. An alley-oop bomb. The same set of maneuvers that Kitty used earlier. I think these two might actually have some good chemistry here. LDG sitting up for the Cobra, but Yang breaking her concentration. And Garcia's going for it. Oh, once again denied of our finisher, keel hold. And a drop kick from Living Dead Girl. Oh, things are gone south quite quickly for Yang and Maelstrom. This could be it for them. Maelstrom with a kick out at 2.5. The fight continues. LDG is not happy about this situation. Getting the 90-pounder up, dropping her on her back. That poor Swedish girl. And Kitty back in the ring now. The fight continues. It's Maelstrom's time for the beatdown, the rear view. Hip attack right to the face. Yang Xiaolong getting into the fight. Breaking it up once again. LDG with a suplex to Yang. And Garcia sending her into the corner. Oh, these women are getting pretty groggy and soured in this match. But Kitty has set Maelstrom up in the tree of woe. And she's going to the top rope. Oh, Maelstrom, don't look up! Double foot stomp! Right to the chest! Absolutely caving in her lungs with that maneuver. Maelstrom, big hit. Another spine buster. This is a brutal match. Garcia is not holding back tonight. Maelstrom able to get some hits in, finally fighting back. And is she going to be able to hit it? She does! Keel hold! Into the bridging pin. Both other competitors back in this ring. Living Dead Girl breaking up once again. This match could have been all for Maelstrom and Yang. And Maelstrom is very distraught, throwing her arms around in frustration. A hit to the back. And Yang Xiaolong now going after Living Dead Girl. LDG kicking her down. And Garcia knee to the back. It could all be over here. Yang Xiaolong is nowhere to be seen. Maelstrom has her pinned. And we've got ourselves a winning team. Living Dead Girl and Kitty Garcia pick up the win tonight. A real shame for Maelstrom and Yang. Both suffering some big defeats here. But it's about time that Kitty picks up a victory of her own. Kitty was not holding back tonight. That was some vicious fighting in there. I think she was tired of losing. I don't blame her, Bert. She lost her first title match. She's lost every rematch and opportunity she's had. It's just a darn shame that her first victory doesn't amount to getting her close to that title. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens after Warpath. Kitty has been so determined. It would not surprise me if she gets back in the title picture. Hello, referee. We're just going to have to see what our retaining champion or first two-time champion has to say about Kitty getting a shot at that title. Maybe they'll be generous. Maybe they'll make them fight for it. Maybe they'll just say, no way, Jose, you ain't getting none of this. Either way, Kitty is determined. That has been made quite clear with this matchup. And that knee to the back right there is what sealed the deal. Right into the spine of Maelstrom. Yang was nowhere to be seen at all during that last segment after being knocked down by Living Dead Girl. And these two are quite ecstatic with each other. I know Kitty was apprehensive at first, but it seemed like these two have some good chemistry. Maybe we'll see him tag again in the future. A very distinct possibility, Bert. But as for right now, thank you all for watching the pre-show. And we'll see you again on October 22nd for the main pay-per-view of Warpath. Featuring the tag titles on the line, the World Championship on the line, the Women's title, the Non-Stop title, and a 20-man Royal Rumble to determine the #1 contender for the World Championship at SNT Total Domination. We'll see you all soon, folks. Good night.